Hey man, let's talk about something that's been holding you back without you even realizing it. That constant worry about what everyone else thinks of you. That nagging voice in your head questioning every move, every decision, every word that comes out of your mouth. But what if I told you there's a switch you can flip that changes everything? What if the moment you stop caring about other people's opinions is the exact moment your entire life transforms? Today we're breaking down what happens when you finally let go of seeking validation and step into your true power. This isn't about becoming cold or disconnected. It's about reclaiming the energy you've been wasting on people who don't deserve it. So listen up, because by the end of this, you'll understand why the day you stop caring is the day everything shifts. Let's get into it. Shift 1. Your decision-making accelerates. Think about how many opportunities you've missed because you froze up wondering what others would think. Job offers you didn't take. Women you didn't approach. Ideas you never shared. When you're constantly filtering your choices through other people's expectations, you paralyze yourself. But the moment you stop caring, decisions that used to take days take minutes. Choices that used to keep you up at night become clear instantly. You stop second-guessing yourself. You stop playing out worst-case scenarios that never happen. You simply assess, decide, and move. And that speed, that clarity, it becomes your superpower. I've seen guys completely transform their careers, their relationships, their entire lives within months of making this shift. Not because their skills suddenly improved, but because they stopped wasting time seeking permission and approval from people who don't even matter. Your decision-making muscle gets stronger every time you use it for yourself, not for them. Shift 2. People's respect for you multiplies overnight. Here's the irony. The more you chase approval, the less respect you get. People can smell desperation. They can feel when you're seeking validation. And subconsciously, they lose respect for you. But when you stop caring about their opinions, when you stand firm in your convictions without needing their nod of approval, that's when they start looking at you differently. They might not agree with you, they might not even like you, but they respect you, because authentic confidence is rare. Most people are walking around desperate for validation, and here you are, not needing anything from them. Watch how people's body language changes around you. They'll sit up straighter, they'll listen more intently when you speak. They won't interrupt you as much. Those subtle shifts are respect forming in real time. And respect, my friend, is worth more than popularity any day of the week. Shift 3. Your energy levels skyrocket. You ever realize how exhausting it is constantly managing other people's perceptions? Always on guard, always performing, always worried about saying the wrong thing. That drains you. It's like running a background app that's consuming 80% of your mental battery. The day you stop caring, all that energy gets redirected. Suddenly you're not constantly depleted. You're not mentally exhausted from imaginary conversations and hypothetical scenarios. You're present. You're focused. You have reserves of energy you didn't know existed. And that energy, you can channel it into what actually matters. Your goals, your growth, the people who genuinely deserve your attention. Instead of spreading yourself thin trying to impress everyone, you become a force concentrated in the directions that actually move your life forward. Shift 4. Your authentic personality emerges. Most guys don't even know who they really are. They've spent so long adapting to what they think others want that they've lost themselves in the process. Different personality for different crowds, different opinions based on who's listening. They're chameleons with no true color of their own. But when you stop caring about fitting in, something magical happens. Your authentic self starts breaking through. That sense of humor you've been holding back, those opinions you've been afraid to voice, the way you actually want to dress, speak, live, it all emerges. And here's what's crazy. People are drawn to authenticity like moths to a flame. In a world of fake, filtered personas, someone who's genuinely themselves stands out instantly. Women pick up on it immediately. They can tell when a man is comfortable in his own skin versus when he's performing. Your relationships become deeper because for the first time, people are connecting with the real you. Shift 5. Obstacles stop looking like dead ends. When you're constantly seeking approval, every setback feels like public humiliation. Every obstacle becomes a reason to quit because you're viewing it through the lens of, what will people think if I fail? The moment you stop caring, obstacles transform. They're no longer roadblocks, they're just data points, information to help you adjust your approach. You stop taking failures personally because you're no longer attaching your worth to other people's judgments. This is why guys who've made this shift can take massive risks others won't touch. They can bounce back from failures that would crush most men, not because they're tougher, but because they've disconnected their self-worth from external validation. They don't need the crowd cheering to keep going. And that resilience? It's unstoppable. Shift 6. Your time becomes truly yours again. Think about how many hours you've wasted doing things you didn't want to do, with people you didn't even like, just to maintain some image or avoid some imaginary social consequence. Those weekends at events you dreaded, those countless hours scrolling, comparing yourself to others, worrying about how your life stacks up. When you stop caring, you reclaim that time. You say no without guilt. You skip events that don't serve you without making up excuses. You spend your time based on what matters to you, not what looks good to others. And watch how quickly your life improves when every hour is intentional rather than performative. Look, man, the day you stop caring about what everyone thinks isn't about becoming selfish or disconnected. It's about becoming selective. It's about raising your standards for whose opinions actually deserve space in your mind. Your family, your closest friends, the mentor you respect, their input might matter. But the random colleagues, the distant acquaintances, the strangers on the internet, let it go. The shift happens gradually at first, and then all at once. You'll have moments of backsliding where you catch yourself seeking approval again. That's normal. But with practice, you'll build the strongest muscle a man can have, the ability to walk your own path regardless of who's watching or what they think. So ask yourself, whose opinions are you letting control your life? Whose imaginary judgments are holding you back? Because the day you release that grip they have on you is the day everything, and I mean everything, begins to shift.